Hey, good morning to you guys. This is Dre, Pastor Dre. Listen, just doing this brief live, and you see the title, Men Pay Attention, Ladies Be Alert. Just want to report, event I had happened last night while getting gas on Clemson Road at exit 80 at the Shell gas station across from the McDonald's. I observed two Caucasian men was soliciting single black women. I saw one, and I just sat in the car for a while and watched it. And then another guy solicited another young lady, and they were soliciting information pertaining to their car insurance, their auto insurance. And not only was it asking about the auto insurance, they were checking for cracks in their glass, their windshield. And I noticed this one daughter was talking to the man, and I asked her, "Are you okay?" She told me, "Yes, I'm okay." And then I pumped my gas, and then the other guy came over and started small talk about my car and all of that. And before I left, I asked the young lady again. I said, "Daughter," she's about in the mid-20s, maybe early 30s, but mid-20s. And I said, "Daughter, what are you doing?" And she explained to me and said that she was, the guy turned around and started saying, "Well, just checking her with her insurance company to see if we're going to, service her car for the cracked windshield." And I'm like, "Well, what is your name? What is your business? Do you have a business card?" And he was like, "No, I don't have a business card." "Well, yeah, I got a business card." "Well, where's your business card?" "Well, I'm going to give her the paperwork when I finish." And I said, "No, where's your business card? Who do you work for?" And then he had this other guy to go get his business card, and when he went to get the business card, he had to dig through some stuff, and he came out with a card, but it was from Arizona, you know what I'm saying, the Valley, something. And so I looked at this daughter right in front of him and said, why did you do that? I have 5 daughters of my own. I have 4 that I birthed, and one that is my bonus daughter. Same age, could have been them. And these guys had already had her insurance card or insurance information. But on your insurance card is what? Your address. And with all this sex trafficking, with all of this, body parts and all of this in South Carolina or our nation, I was just told by an official, like 65% of the missing brown women are often unreported, and we make up 65% of the sex trafficking and or the organ donation. Now, if the correctional facility makes up dang that 80% of African American men, now it's almost 60%, 65% of the African American women of color. That's a different form of genocide. We're not paying attention to the details of what's going on around us. Sisters, nobody should be approaching you at night in the gas station, darkly lit, or in the Walmart parking lot. They don't have the consent and permission of the people. That's why the guy was making it look like he was getting gas. And he probably did get some gas, but he runs in, right? The attendants from seeing that there's solicitation going on in the parking lot. And I gave that daughter my card and said, "You will text me when you get home just to let me know you say." I don't know her name. I don't know anything. She texted me. But what I also did is turned it over the information. I took pictures of them. I got pictures of both of the guys. I didn't get a picture of their car. It was a gray Ford Focus. And I sent it to the proper person. Chandra Jennings is the person that I know. Chandra is a private investigator, and she specializes in these particular finding missing daughters. I think she was just telling me she brought 2 home just last night. So we need to make sure that we are communicating. Men, don't be afraid. Yes, I have my CWP. Yes, I stay that way. And I don't know, what happened. I don't know if I saved that daughter's life. I don't know if God intervened. God intervened. I know it was God because I didn't have to go to that gas station. I went to take care of some stuff at Best Buy earlier in the day, and just earlier, and I could have went straight up 2 notch, but it was like, no, go back up Clemson. And then I go back up Clemson, and I get to the gas station, I can't get in. So I drive around, and, you know, former military, so you pay attention to your surroundings. So I'm watching, and I'm watching certain things go on, and then I pulled up right next to this daughter. That was God's intervention. I did touch base with her this morning, and I did send her information to Chandra as well. So if you guys are seeing any suspicious activity, my boy York Glover just posted some on his page on what the vans look like for sex trafficking. They got the locks, the bolted locks on the outside type deal. And so this thing is pretty serious, and I don't think the church do enough about it. You know what I'm saying? What's that girl's name? It's a young lady. Who's she gonna get me? But she was a product for 14 years. I mean, she's ministers on it. Y'all know her name. I can't think of her name. A white daughter. Tell Asia, what's her name? So we gotta be mindful. She ministered with me when we were at your workshop. But we need to pay attention as men. We need to be watching over those of us that are legal and able, and, you know, not trying to be vigilantes or anything, but pay attention to our surroundings, pay attention to our environment, and minister grace to our women and children, and pay attention. Because I think sometimes things be going on and we just like, well, it ain't my business. Well, that wasn't my business, but that was my business. Heather, yeah, Heather is the other person that's a survivor of that. Thanks. And so what I need for us to do, and like I said, men, pay attention. You know, don't just worry about yours. You know, that daughter wasn't mine, but I could text her this morning and she could reply back, you know. And the blessing of it, they could have followed that child. I was concerned for her. She said she didn't sleep too well, you know what I'm saying? But I could have followed her. I have a wife, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not always there to watch. But brothers, when we go to the gas station and we go in, you know, to Walmart and everything, pay attention to what's going on around us. And daughters, please don't be, you know, the young lady said, I'm normally not that vulnerable. You know, I'm normally a little bit more alert when she texts me back. And because that didn't make sense. First of all, why do you need my insurance information to check a crack in my glass when I got insurance in South Carolina and the glass repair is free? The glass repair is free. Listen, man, we got to watch and pray. We got to start paying attention to what's going on around us in our community. Listen, men, pay attention. Women, be alert. Daughters, you know, pay attention. I mean, a lot of things, a lot of our girls are going missing because of, I guess, the lack of attention and lack of protection. How about that? And we as men of God, men period, got to protect ours. You know, we got to look out for them. So I would like for you to share this video. I just wanted to do it real brief. Share, especially in our Columbia area, especially in Sand Hills, but they gonna go somewhere else now that, you know. And my girl Chandra running in the background, because I did get a picture of the one card that I had to give back to the guy. You understand what I'm saying? So we gotta do our part. So that's all I wanted to say. You know, that's all I sensed to say. I wrestle with whether I should say something, but we got too many daughters moving by themselves. We got too many daughters that's, you know, stop all that independent stuff. And the one thing I respected about the young lady, the look on my face was, what are you doing? She literally could see the father in me. Like, did you just get this man your information? And she looked like, yes, sir. I'm on the phone with my insurance company right now. I don't give a care if Progressive, you know, they do service Progressive. The way they were doing that, and they looked nothing like businessmen at all. It looked like some, you know, you don't want to be prejudiced or prejudged. My discernment was they were not in the right vein. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be mindful. I need you to share the video, and Heather and others, and Chandra will get this as well. But share it, just share it. We ain't trying to go viral. We ain't trying to do nothing. We're just trying to put our men to pay attention and our women to be alert. Amen. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's all I had to say. Share the post, please. All right. Life to each of you. And if you have any information, I forgot to tell you last thing. Somebody else did reach out to Chandra last night. She said another lady, she told me, the one across from McDonald's, she just went straight into it. So somebody else did reach out concerning this type of behavior. Last thing, men, pay attention. Sisters, be alert. Get your behinds a taser. Get you some, what's that? spray stuff or whatever, that pepper spray, and go get your CWP, you know, with your independent self. Go arm yourself, because it's too much going on, and you got to be able to cover you if nobody else is around to cover you. God covered that young lady, I believe, with all my heart. And, you know, to God be the glory, she is covered. She has a husband. But like she said, she's normally not like that. And it's pretty innocent looking, because they fast talking. It made sense. You can get this fixed for me, and I don't have to go through my insurance company. But you still have to go through your insurance company. But, you know, you got Safe Auto and everybody else that works with our insurance company. So let's be mindful. Share it, please, and give any commentary if you have, you know, experienced any of this. So that's all I wanted to say, and we'll holler at y'all. Life, share it with your daughters, share it with your wives, share it with the women in your life too, and then share it with the men. Men, pay attention. Sisters, be alert. Life to each other. Peace.